So the Tamer Fund for Social Ventures was established 2.5 years ago, and to date we've funded 20 ventures. We provide those ventures with $25,000 one-time grants. These are early stage seed ventures, and any Columbia University student, alumnus of any Columbia school, faculty, staff is eligible. If they're involved in the management team of a social venture, they can apply for funding through the Tamer Fund. To date, we give 3 to 4 grants twice a year. So we do about 8 a year, and to date we've done 20 ventures. And we're just about to do 3 or 4 more. We're in the next cycle for doing that. When we started this, we didn't know, frankly, if there were many social ventures being developed by the Columbia community. And so when we first opened up the fund, we really didn't know who would apply. In the first round, we had about 60 ventures apply, which was a bit stunning. And I assumed that that would sort of clear out the pipeline, and then applications would drop the next time around. And actually, they went up. And we now receive about 100 applications from social ventures. This is just the Columbia University community every time, twice a year, that we open up the fund. What's the process? So we source ventures twice a year in the summer and in the winter. We take applications online, and as I mentioned, we get about 100 applications in each round. We use f6s.com to upload those applications to get those. And then we take a short list, what we believe are the best 20 ventures out of those 100, and those 20 are selected by the Tamer Center. And we take them through a due diligence process. That process is actually a course that I teach at the business school, in which Columbia Business School students are put in teams of 3, and they're assigned, each team is assigned a venture to do 6 weeks of due diligence. It's actually a pretty tight process to do due diligence 6 weeks. They spend time with the venture, they work through them, they provide them feedback as well at the end in terms of their findings. And they provide a report. And that report allows us to pick what we believe are the 7 best ventures. They go in front of an investment board. I'm the chairman of that board. And the other members of the board are essentially New York City venture capitalists. And from that 7, we fund 3 to 4. In addition to funding, we also have space for our entrepreneurs in WeWorks downtown. So they have space and ongoing support, networking, mentoring, and the like. What are we looking for in the due diligence process? We are looking for, the order bounced around on this. Well, we're looking for strong teams, because any venture needs a strong team, whether or not it's social. We're obviously looking for social or environmental impact. As mentioned in the video, some of our ventures are looking to change millions of lives, change the world. Other ventures are looking to just change a handful of lives, a very small community. We don't differentiate. Bigger is not necessarily better. We're just looking for great ventures. In addition to a strong team, they need a plan for financial sustainability. It doesn't matter if it's a nonprofit, for-profit, a hybrid. We have to believe that the organization has some opportunity for financial sustainability over 3 to 5 years. Pre-seed stage is what we're looking for. That actually, in our definition, means the venture hasn't yet raised more than $1 million, which is actually a fairly big number. But we do get applications from ventures that are already beyond that, and we turn them down. And we don't differentiate. Nonprofit, for-profit, or hybrid, it's all the same to us. And lastly, we're looking for a robust business model. Now, some of you may think, nonprofit business model, what does that mean? Nonprofits require strong business models as well. They need to have a good plan. What is the customer they're serving? What's the value proposition for that customer? How are they delivering that product or service? And how are they going to sustain that over time? And sustainability could involve donations. That can be very sustainable. It just needs to be a very well-organized and effective plan. So that's what we're looking for. The due diligence process is pretty hard on the ventures. It's not easy to get through that process, but it's also a good learning experience. For ventures who go through it, most of them come away much stronger, so that when they get in front of other investors, bigger investors, later stage investors, they're better prepared for that. A couple examples, Kidogo, it's in East Africa, providing early childhood education, tremendous venture, growing very quickly. Katie works with smallholder farmers in India, providing greenhouses, which is new. to that segment of the population. I was actually in India. I just got back on Monday, and I visited with the social entrepreneurs at KT, saw their work, very, very impressive. Part of the world where climate change is really damaging farming. Temperatures average about 105 degrees at this time of year, and the greenhouses allow them to continue to grow crops in that heat. Radiator Labs, right here, New York City, providing energy efficiency solutions to buildings, including the Columbia campus. The radiators that put out too much heat, most of you open your dorm windows to get rid of that heat. It's very wasteful, and they found a good solution to that. Another example, Folio Water, providing clean water in developing countries globally. Examples, 4 examples out of 20. The portfolio 20 ventures today, 19 of them are operating and doing fairly well, which, knock on wood, is remarkable. We'll see how that goes going forward, but we feel really good about the portfolio that the Columbia community has created. Where are those ventures? They're operating in 87 countries, 20 ventures across the spectrum: education, healthcare, renewables, and so on. Here's the important part. The students who are involved in those ventures really come from across the campus. A decent chunk of them are from the business school. That's where we're based. But again, we want to support the entire Columbia community. That's our mission, and that's our role. So we have students from all of the schools submitting applications and getting funding across the campus. And of course, once we fund these ventures, they go on to raise more money. So far, those 20 ventures have raised over $17 million and are starting to generate some revenues. If you'd like to learn more about the program and about the fund, if you'd like to apply to the fund, the application is due August 1st and March 1st. So you have to wait a few more months for the next round of applications to open up. But you can learn more about it. Just go on the Tamer Fund website at Columbia Business School. Email us, tamersvfund@gmail, or you can go on F6S and see the application process and what's up there today. I really am thrilled with how the Columbia University community has participated in social ventures. The interest in this is really overwhelming, and really, well, it makes me feel really good about the work we're doing. So thanks to all of you for your interest in this. Thank you.